You can do anything with children if you only play with them. Better pointed bullets than pointed words. There's a providence that protects idiots, drunkards, children, and the United States of America. Only a fool learns from his own mistakes. The wise man learns from the mistakes of others. Be polite. Write diplomatically. Even in a declaration of war, one observes the rules of politeness. All treaties between great states cease to be binding when they come in conflict with the struggle of existence. Laws are like sausages. It is better not to see them being made. The main thing is to make history, not to write it. A really great man is known by 3 signs: generosity in the design, humanity in the execution, moderation in success. My subject is my life, and my life is my subject. Politics is not an exact science. We live in a wondrous time in which the strong is weak because of his moral scruples, and the weak grows strong because of his audacity. You can do everything with bayonets, but you are not able to sit on them. If there is ever another war in Europe, it will come out of some damned silly thing in the Balkans. An appeal to fear never finds an echo in German hearts. The Balkans aren't worth the life of a single Pomeranian grenadier. I have seen 3 emperors in their nakedness, and the sight was not inspiring. The secret of politics: make a good treaty with Russia. He who has his thumb on the purse has the power. The less people know about how sausages and laws are made, the better they'll sleep at night. When you want to fool the world, tell the truth. Politics ruins the character. I am accustomed to pay men back in their own coin. A generation that has taken a beating is always followed by a generation that deals one. Never believe anything in politics until it has been officially denied. It is the destiny of the weak to be devoured by the strong. Anyone who has ever looked into the glazed eyes of a soldier dying on the battlefield will think hard before starting a war. The great questions of the day will not be settled by means of speeches and majority decisions, but by iron and blood. Be aware of sentimental alliances where the consciousness of good deeds is the only compensation for noble sacrifices. Faust complained about having two souls in his breast, but I harbor a whole crowd of them and they quarrel. It's like being in a republic. The great questions of the day will not be settled by means of speeches and majority decisions, but by iron and blood. When a man says he approves of something in principle, it means he isn't the slightest intention of putting it into practice. Whoever speaks of Europe is wrong. It is a geographical expression. Politics is the art of the possible, the attainable, the art of the next best. Preventative war is like committing suicide out of fear of death. Hounds follow those who feed them. With a gentleman, I am always a gentleman and a half, and with a fraud, I try to be a fraud and a half. The nation that has the schools has the future. Nothing should be left to an invaded people except their eyes for weeping. What we learn from history is that no one learns from history. A conquering army on the border will not be stopped by eloquence. Never fight with Russian. On your every stratagem, they answer unpredictable stupidity. Fools say that they learn by experience. I prefer to profit by others' experience. The luxury of one's own opinion. Political judgment is the ability to hear the distant hoofbeats of the horse of history. People never lie so much as after a hunt, during a war, or before an election. Crowned heads, wealth and privilege may well tremble, should never ever again the black and red unite. One day the great European war will come out of some damned foolish thing in the Balkans. Man cannot control the current of events, he can only float with them and steer. Politics is the art of the possible. You can't destroy the Polish national consciousness or the Poles on the battlefield, but if you give them power, they will destroy themselves. When you say you agree to a thing in principle, you mean that you have not the slightest intention of carrying it out in practice.